But if you say acting as the chair of a nonprofit, well, let's go to sustainability for a minute. Acting as the CEO of Patagonia, how would you make a decision about which type of product to launch compared to the chairperson from Exxon or a company that might not necessarily be known for sustainability, although they may be? Sorry if I misspoke.
And
Precisely.
just on that point then, Rich, because you mentioned sustainability, and with AI, for us to be able to harness it effectively, we have to scale everything in and around it, right?
Yes.
And because of that, it means we have much more intensive energy demands, which means the world around us becomes a lot more unsustainable. Now, there is then the need or the opportunity to use AI to help us with sustainable practices. Could you speak to the audience a bit more about how we can use AI to help build more sustainable projects?
Well, part of it, thank you, good question. I think part of it is expanding the mindset, identifying the things in a kind of a life cycle analysis, a life cycle assessment fashion. This is a lot of project managers don't even know or understand the concept of LCA, life cycle assessment, where you
That
think about
surprises me.
the product of your project in steady state, whether it's a service or a physical product. Using AI as an advisor, as James said, say, taking the attitude of a holistic and long-term view, what aspects of my project itself can I change up front that will yield a better result, not just at the opening ceremony and not just when we turn this over, we have a new ergonomic mouse and we're going to release this on such and such a date. But think about the materials in it, a disposal, whether it uses a rechargeable battery or a disposable battery. Look a year, 2 years, 5 years into the future. And this works in construction, by the way, too.
Yeah.
I give my students the example, and I'm out of my league here talking to construction folks, but if you're paving a highway, you have the choice of buying a less expensive paving material or one that costs 3 times as much, but won't require maintenance as much, won't emit as much carbon in and of itself, will give better traction to cars and have fewer accidents. But if you're the project manager for that paving project, you're not motivated by that. You're motivated by being under budget. And so you'll pick the lower cost paving material. So to answer your question, Yoshi, AI could be asked as an advisor, and maybe even you can use this to go to your supervisor who wants you to be under a certain number and say, look, it is going to be less money for us to build this road if we use vendor A at 1/3 the cost of vendor B. Vendor B's product, although more expensive for purchase, is going to result in a much better picture 5-10 years from now.